are you? I know it's really early. I hope some of you are up. I'll give everybody a few minutes to join in here. If not, you can catch me on the replay. Good morning, Maestro. How are you? So, I went over and I was watching Queen Bee this morning, and they had on Susan, who claimed to be friends with, hey, cynical, Grandma Candy. And I was right. Grandma Candy was not asking for donations. She said that she would never ask for money. She said that it was her birthday the other night and she had been out to dinner and that she was fine. She had been in a safe place. She had food. She had everything that she needed. And that those people were scamming in her name and in Summer's name, and that outright lies were being told, just like outright lies were being told in Rose's name. The night that Christopher Larson was in Miss Daisy's chat, and he was blocked when he was trying to tell the truth about Julie Letts being their cousin, Candace and Rose's cousin, and that was not actually Rose. She said that she was not in Daisy's chat, and nor would she ever be. Good morning, Rhonda. How are you? And I had done a video once before called Get Yourself a Refund. And it was aimed towards getting a refund from Miss Daisy about Rose on that lie. Everybody who gave needs to go and get theirself a refund from the other night, because outright lies were being told for money. Just outright lies were being told to scam money in Grandma Candy's name. And it made her look 10 times worse than they already look. They look bad enough to the general public. They look bad enough to YouTube. I said some really bad things the other night. Things like, I did not care if they starved to death. That I did not care if they were hungry, because Summer and the boys had to eat dollar pizzas. I said some really harsh things. Thinking that large amounts of money was being raised to give to her. But in the back of my mind, I knew that it was outright lies being told. But still, like I said, these people look bad enough to YouTube and to the general public. But she says absolutely not that none of this was true. So I'm asking everybody that gave to teach Miss Daisy a lesson by going and asking for going and reporting her to YouTube for running scams. And I've never asked anybody to unsubscribe to anybody, but the only way that she is going to learn is by losing money and losing subscribers. She was promoting a channel the other night, Jenkins Rumor something. So she's starting up another rumor channel. We don't need another rumor channel in this community. That's the last thing that we need in this community. Exactly, Mississippi Granny. We need more fact-based. I even put a stop to the conspiracy talks that was going on in my own community, if y'all noticed. I made everybody stop. Good morning. How are you, Colin? And it's not that I don't believe that sometimes that there is more nefarious things going on, but things were being taken a step too far. Sometimes, even in my own community. So I had to put a stop to that. So if I can stop it in my own community, she could stop all that rumor mill going on over in her community. Each creator is responsible for what goes on in their own group. And it is her responsibility to fact check what her mods are bringing to her. And I heard somebody say, well, one of her mods is trying to destroy her and her channel. Well, even if that is factual, she is allowing that to happen by not fact checking. And then when her subscribers try to tell her the truth and tell her facts, she blocks them all. She blocks everybody. She blocks the very people who give her money. And as I said the other night, this woman is another person from the Ben Hill community, or very close thereby. So I have to list her as another Ben Hill scammer. She is a neighbor. She's from the Rogersville community. And it seems like everybody who has popped forward from that community has scammed money off of this case, off of this little girl's back, or off of this family's back. And this family has scammed money themselves. Don and Candace has constantly had that Cash App out there. Exactly. Well, she's still not come forward and admitted that Julie is not Rose. She has not apologized to Christopher Larson and Rose's children. She's still not returned or refunded any of the money that was raised that night. And she has not yet to return or refund any of the money that was supposedly raised for Grandis. So everybody needs to file for a refund. You can do that. It's real easy to get your money back from super chats, super stickers, and it's very easy to file something with YouTube. To file a report on a channel for scamming. And it is very against terms of service for a channel to put up a title for clickbait. If I put up a title that says, for example, Summerwell's alive, and you guys click on that title and you come into my chat and you find out that I'm not even talking about that, or Summerwell's is not alive, there is a little button that you can push to report that to YouTube Terms of Service. It is against terms of service for people to clickbait you like that. So y'all can even go back to the night that she done that Rose Bly is alive and hit that title and report that as clickbait. That is very much against terms of service. And I don't remember what she put on the title Saturday night, but I would certainly check that title and see if just the title itself could be turned in, and make sure that she was talking about that particular subject. It's like right now, I put up the title, Outright Lies for Money. I have to be talking about that for at least a certain amount of time. Now, that does not mean that I cannot talk about other things. And after I'm done talking about that I can't start talking about other things. But I at least have to cover that particular subject for X amount of time. You get what I'm saying? I can't just trick you guys into being here. And that's what she done, I know, the night she done the Rose Bly skit, is she tricked everybody into being there. For money. Because the more money that you can, or the more people you can pack into a live stream, the more money you make. The more people that comes back and hits that after a live stream, the more money you make. Good morning, I'm just me. So she is constantly in violation of YouTube's terms of services, and nobody's turning her in for that. And it is very easy for y'all to go back and file for a refund to get your money back from super chats, super stickers. If you feel like you have been scammed in any kind of way, and you have like 90 days to do it. It's either 60 or 90 days that you can go back and get refunds on super chats, super stickers, and things like that. And you absolutely cannot send gift cards over super chats and super stickers. So that was an outright lie. It's either a super chat or a super sticker. There is absolutely no way of sending a gift card. The whole community is not, because some of us want the community to be right the way that it used to be. And that is exactly why I am here speaking against what is going on and trying to set things back in motion and saying this is what we need to do to stop the corruption and get things back on track. I did not even make enough to get paid from YouTube this month, or last month, or the month before. So not all of us is making YouTube bucks. Not all of us is got big enough communities to pack in. And nor do we want them. I have said 1,000 times, I would rather have this small band of subscribers and followers as I had 10,000 that's going to cause me chaos and stab me in the back. The few that I have got stick with me through thick and thin. And is here for me every live stream, every video that I put up. Like family. And we do get together and we talk about family things. I can tell you just a little something about every one of my subs. And very few creators can do that. And it's because I take the time to sit back to get to know my subs when we do family chats and stuff. So no, I can't say that this whole entire community is a psyop and it's set up to create chaos. Morning, Tama. How are you? I love you guys too. And that's exactly why I don't want to see you guys get done dirty, and I don't want to see your money get taken by another Ben Hill scammer. I want you guys to file for your returns and your refunds. Because it's not right that somebody just outright lie to you guys and suck you into that. How's your channel doing, Mississippi Granny? Have you managed to get enough to get you a community tab yet? They've still not found Vicki White, the police officer that has come up missing in Lauderdale County, Alabama, with the fugitive. But they did say that she seemed to have liquidated all of her assets in her retirement funds and everything a few days before she came up missing with him. But she's still going to be in grave danger, even if she voluntarily helped him escape, because he has a history of murdering women that look like her. He has a history of murdering blonde-haired women. And she's helped him escape, so she's going to be a liability to him. So that was very ignorant on her part, and now she's put a big target on her back. So it's not going to be very good for her. As soon as she makes him mad, we'll find her body somewhere. And that's really very sad. Mississippi Granny, maybe the subscriber issue will pick up for you after the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. It seems that everybody's really caught up in that. And the subscribers everywhere else is just really not growing because of that trial. Rhonda, it is an interesting case, because how can a woman that has been a sheriff's deputy for 25 years be sucked into falling for an inmate that has killed more than one person, he's killed multiple people. How could she even be sucked into that? I mean, I just don't get it. She's been a 25-year veteran on the police department. You would think that she would know better. And then to know that he's got a history of, when women make him angry, of him disposing of them. It's not like she didn't have access to all of his records to check these things out as she's falling for him in the county jail. And he wasn't even supposed to be there. He was supposed to be down in Tuscaloosa in the prison. Well, that's the thing. How did she even manage to keep him in a county jail when he was supposed to be in the prison? And the judge here ordered him back to prison 2 years ago. So somehow he managed to stay in the county jail system for 2 years. He requested to be able to stay in the county jail and do his time in the county jail instead of going back into the prison system. And because he had tried to escape before and tried to escape previously, with Shanks, mind you, and holding jailers hostage, they said no, that the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office and jail was not equipped to house such a dangerous criminal like him. And they ordered him back to prison immediately. And that was October of 2020, the last time. So how did he manage to stay there more than 2 years? Vicki has to be in her late 40s. I say she's a 25-year veteran, so I know she's in her late 40s. And the Lauderdale County Jail is really no joke because they keep everybody separated in individual cells. You get out for an hour or two a day. There's no community, what do they call it, gen pop. There's no general population in Lauderdale County Jail. You get out an hour for exercise and an hour for a shower. But the ventilation systems in this jail, people have been able to escape before through the ventilation systems. The ventilation systems are old. Yeah, anybody that can, go sub to Mississippi Granny. She's trying to get a community tab. I meant to say that a while ago. And she's got a really good little channel. She shares all the missing people. But I just don't get it. And Vicki herself was a hard ass. You know, she's one of the female officers. Even when you seen her out in public somewhere, she didn't smile. She always had that real tough exterior. And I guess she had to be. And she just wasn't a easy one to crack. I mean, she just... So it kind of shocked me that she would even get caught up in something like that. And where they found her car at, it's not a big shopping mall, but it's not a small one either. And you would think that Academy and TJ Maxx, things like that, would have outdoor cameras, right? And I'm going to ride up there today. And I'm going to see what I can tell about the outdoor cameras. Because I am positive that I have seen in the parking lots up there this area secured by closed circuit TV. You know, I know I've seen signs up there that say this. So they should have been able to tell if she was taken out of the car by force or if she let him out or if they were. And it was a ways. It was like on the other side of town, away from the jail. The jail and the court is on one side of town. Where they found the car and everything was clear on the other side of town. I'll show y'all. I'll take you for a ride in a little bit. I'll show you where everything's at. Just so happens to be in my neck of the woods. But y'all don't tell anybody. But I'll show you where the jail is at, where the courthouse is at, and then I'll show you how far away the shopping center was at, and where the car was found at. I didn't try to get a hold of Rick Singleton or anybody at the sheriff's department over the weekend because I know what it's like trying to get a hold of anybody over the weekend, but I thought maybe I might try to get a hold of one of them here in a little bit and see if they'll talk to me. We don't have an interstate system close to us. We have Highway 72. We have a bunch of highway systems. The closest I-565 you can hit over in Athens, Alabama, which is in Limestone County. You can hit I-65 and I-565. Then you can hit I-565 over in Huntsville, Alabama. Then you've got to go up here in Tennessee to hit the next. See, we live in a tri-state area. Tennessee would be the next interstate system. I'm trying to even think if there's a close one over in Mississippi. But there's not. You follow us, let's see, 72 all the way up into Memphis, and then Memphis is the next interstate system. Mm, I think 65 and 565 is the closest. He would be more familiar. See, he is actually from Limestone County, the next county over. He is from Athens, Alabama, which is the next little city over. And there's an interstate system there.